Hi team, welcome to today's workout. Thank you so much for joining me today. Before we get started, I will remind you, please make sure to check in once we are finished today. You can do that just below the video player here. As well, please make use of the stretching video that is also available to you to keep your body feeling nice and healthy and happy. All right, so today's workout, we're going to do supersets with a cardio finisher. So how this is going to work is we're going to have our supersets first. So our two different exercises that are going to work different parts of our bodies while the other rests. We're going to do each exercise for a set amount of reps. All right, we're going to go through that superset twice. After those 2 rounds, we're going to switch into some sort of cardio for 1 whole minute. All right, I will show you how to do everything before we even do it. So let's get started. Number 1, we're going to do 20 narrow squats, 20 shoulder taps, and then our 1 minute of cardio is going to be 1 minute of regular jumping jacks. I'll show you these things and then we will get started. So narrow stance squats. With a regular squat, your feet are around shoulder width apart. With a narrow stance squat, you're going to bring your feet in to the inside of your hip line. So if you were to shift to the side and look down that line of your hip, the outsides of your feet should be on the inside of that. All right, from there, it's a regular squat. We're going to hinge at our knees and our waist, keeping our weight in our heels. We're just going to squat down, pushing up again through those heels in order to stand back up. 20 of those. After that, we're switching to 20 shoulder taps. Now, this is a plank position on the floor. That being said, if you find that's just a bit too intense for you, feel free to stand up, lean against something like a wall, a set of stairs, a chair, anything that's going to have you standing up taller is going to make this easier for you. All right, we're going to get into a plank position on our hands with our hands nice and close together. We're going to keep a nice straight line from our shoulder to our contact point with the floor, whether that's your knees or your toes, completely up to you. Knees are going to be a bit less intense. All right, no bums in the air, bring that bum down, keep that nice straight line for yourself. Core squeeze nice and tight. We're just going to tap the opposite shoulder back and forth just like this. Each side is 1, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we are going to do 20 of those. Then finally, for our 1 minute of cardio, we are going to do regular jumping jacks. So a regular jumping jack is just a hop, sprawling all of your appendages out. Then you're going to hop, bringing them all back in. All right. If you do find the hop is a bit too much for you, you can step to the side, back and forth, still swinging those arms up over your head just like this. All right. So let's get started here, team, with our 20 narrow squats. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, so pushing up through those heels in order to stand up. 4, and 5, 6, 7, keep going, team. 8, nice work. 9, and 10, we're halfway through. 11, and 12, 13, almost there, team. 14, 15, 16, stay with me now. 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, 20 shoulder taps, switching to those. Here we go, first round. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, keep that core nice and tight as well. Bum down, either from your knees or your toes, completely up to you. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20. All right, switching back to our narrow squats. Second round of these. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice work, team. 5, keep going. 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. We're halfway through now. 11, pushing up through those heels in order to stand up. 13, 14, 15, almost there, team. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, back to our shoulder taps. Final 20 of these, then we'll switch to our jacks. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3. Try to keep your hands nice and close together. Try to limit twisting side to side as much as possible. 11, 12, 13, 14. Stay with me now here, team. 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. All right. Switching now to our jacks for 1 whole minute. Filling this minute as much as you want. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Taking these as fast or as slow as you'd like, because this is timed. You have complete freedom of reps for these today. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. Good, 25 seconds left. Keep going, team. Remember to modify these if you need to. Almost there, 10 seconds. Whew. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, awesome job, team. Let's take this quick break. We'll grab some water and then we'll move on to the next one. Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go. And in and out. All right, moving on here, team. We are going to do split squats for our lower bodies. After that, we are going to do 20 of something called skull crushers. So, lovely name. You're going to need some sort of weight for that. Soup cans, dumbbells, water bottles, whatever you have handy. Then for our final minute, we are going to do a piece of cardio called butt kicks. All right, I'll show you these things and then we will get started. So, a split squat. What we're going to do, we're going to stand in stride position just like this with kind of most of our weight over our front leg, just resting ourselves back, keeping our balance on our back toe behind us just like this. Thinking of this as a downward motion, you're going to drop your center of gravity down towards your front knee, pushing up through your heel in the front in order to stand back up, all right? We're going to do all 10 on one leg first. Then we're going to switch, all right? We're not going to alternate legs each time. All 10 one side, then all 10 on the other. After that, we are switching to something called skull crushers. So you're going to need weights for this one. We're going to lay down on our backs, knees bent up towards the ceiling for comfort. From here, our weights are going to rest beside our ears with our elbows pointed up towards the ceiling. Keeping your elbows in place, you're just going to straighten your arms up towards the sky, just like this, using those elbows as a hinge point, just like so. All right, 20 of those is what we're going to do. Then we are switching to butt kicks. So butt kicks, a very literally named piece of cardio. I like to start just kind of shifting all of my weight over to one of my feet. The other foot is going to be swung up behind me, just like so. From here, we're just going to hop foot to foot, swinging that foot up behind us, trying to kick ourselves in the bum, just like this. All right? Filling that final minute with those butt kicks. So let's get started here, team, with our split squats, 10 per side of these. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, pushing up through that heel in the front in order to stand up. And 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, switching sides. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. And 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, switching to our skull crushers. First round of these. Grab your weights. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Keep going, team. 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're halfway through. Keeping those elbows in place, just using them as a hinge point. 13, 14, 15. Stay with me now, team. 16, almost there. 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, switching to our split squats, 10 per side of those. Second round. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2. So just thinking of this as a downward motion, pushing up through that heel in the front in order to stand up. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, switching sides. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2. Nice work, team. Stay with me now. 4, 5, and 6. Almost there. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, switching to our skull crushers. Final round of these, 20 of these. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Stay with me now, team. 5, straightening those arms up towards the ceiling. 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're halfway through. 11, 12, 13. Almost there, team. 14, 15. Stay with me now. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, switching to our butt kicks for our 1 minute of cardio. Here we go, team. In 3, 2, 1, and go. So remember everything today for cardio. You have freedom. You can go as fast or as slow as you'd like. If you find the hops with this are just a bit too much, you can just shift your weight from foot to foot, swinging that foot up behind you, trying to kick yourself in the bum, just like I was just showing. All right, 30 seconds. We're halfway through. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. 15 seconds left, and then we will take a break. Good. 5, and 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, awesome job, team. Let's take this quick break. We'll grab some water, and then we'll move on to the next one, okay? Whew. Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go. And in. And out. All right. Moving on here, team. We're going to start our legs with this next one with something called a side lunge. So 20 side lunges or 10 per side, however you'd like to count that. After that, for our upper bodies, we're going to do something called a one-armed press. After that, very last minute, for our cardio, we are going to do something called foot shuffle. I'll show you all of these things, and then we will get started. So, side lunge. We're going to stand in a really, really nice wide stance, just like this. Toes pointed forward at a little bit of an angle, maybe only turned out 15 to 20 degrees, okay? They're not drastically out here like we were say, doing a sumo squat. They are pretty much pointed forward, all right? From here, what we're going to do, we're going to direct our center of gravity towards this knee on the side that we're lunging towards. You're not leaning into it. You still are standing up nice and tall, but we're just going to direct that center of gravity over to the side, pushing up through that heel on that side in order to stand back up. 20 in total, 10 per side, however you'd like to count those. After that, we are switching to something called a one-armed press. So this is a one-armed shoulder press. We're going to start feet shoulder width apart with a slight bend in our knees. From there, we're going to bring that weight up to the side of our head just like this, elbow bent at a 90-degree angle, elbow in line with our shoulder, all right? We're not starting down here. Elbow is in line with our shoulder. Core nice and tight. We're just going to push that one weight straight up over our heads just like this, bringing that elbow back to as in line with our shoulders as we can, all right? We're going to do 10, all 10 on one side, then we will switch over and do all 10 on the other. After that, we are switching to foot shuffle. So a foot shuffle for our cardio. Give yourself a little bit of space, maybe like 5 to 6 feet off to the side. But what we're going to do is we're going to start down in a little bit of a lowered squat position, just like this. We're going to shuffle our feet twice to one side. So 1, 2, together. All right, you can step if the hop is a bit too much for you, but we're basically just going to go back and forth. All right, 1, 2, together, 1, 2, together, and just fill that whole minute with our foot shuffles. So let's get started here, team, with our 20 side lunges. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, thinking nice and low into that lunge while still standing up nice and tall. And 8, pushing up through that heel in order to stand up. 10, 11, 12, 13, almost there, team. 14, 15, stay with me now. 16, 17, 18, 19, one more, 20. All right, into our one-armed press. Let's grab our weight. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6. Keep going, team. 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're halfway through now. 11 and 12. Oh no. Oh, what am I doing? 10 per side. Sorry about that. Let's switch. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1. I'm just so used to counting to 20. Look what happened. 3 and 4. Keep your core nice and tight on this one. 5 and 6. 7, keep going, team. 8, 9, and 10. All right, switching to our side lunges, 20 of these, second round. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, pushing up through that heel to stand up. And 5, 6, 7. Awesome job, team. Stay with me. And 9, 10. We're halfway through. 11 and 12, 13, 14. Almost there. 15, 16. Stay with me now. 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, final 10 per side, one armed press. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2. So just pushing that weight straight up over your head. 4 and 5. Bringing that elbow back down to as in line with your shoulder as you can get. 8, 9, and 10. All right, switching sides. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, and 3. Awesome job, team. 4, keep going. 5, keep that core nice and tight on this one as well to give you a bit more stability. 8, 9, and 10. All right, switching to our foot shuffle here, team. So give yourself a little bit of room down into that lowered squat position. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. So just thinking 2 shuffles to each side. Again, you can step if the hop is a bit much, a bit too intense. All right. Whew. And the lower you are into that squat position, the tougher these are going to be. Awesome job, team. Keep going. Stay with me now. 30 seconds. We're halfway through. Excellent. Almost done. 10 more seconds here, team. Stay with me now. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, awesome job, team. Let's take this quick break. We'll grab some water, and then we'll move on to the next one. All right, team, take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in, and out. All right, next and last one here, team. For our lower bodies, we're going to do 10 per side of something called donkey kicks. After that, we are going to do 20 chest press. Then we are going to finish off with 1 minute of something called power skips. I'll show you how to do these things, and then we will get started. So, donkey kicks. What we're going to do, we're going to get into table position just like this on our hands and knees. We're going to shift all of our weight over to one of our legs, leaving no weight on the other. Keeping our cores nice and tight, we're going to drive our heel up towards the ceiling, squeezing our bums at the top. Keep your core nice and tight so it doesn't round down towards the floor as you lift. All right, the only thing that should be moving is your leg. We're going to do all 10 on one side, then we're going to switch over and do all 10 on the other. After that, we are switching to 20 chest press. So, a chest press, we're going to lay down on our backs, knees bent up towards the ceiling for comfort, just like this. Elbows are going to point away from us. Hands are going to point towards the ceiling. From here, we're just going to push our weights up over our bodies, up and down, just like this. All right, 20 of those. Then we are going to switch into our final minute. We are going to do something called power skips. If you've ever skipped around the playground, pretty much the exact same thing. A hop is a skip is a hop bringing together your opposite elbow and your opposite knee. All right, if you find the hop is a bit too intense for you, feel free to just high knee march on the spot just like this. All right, so let's get started with our donkey kicks, 10 per side. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3. So driving that heel up towards the ceiling, squeezing your bum at the top. And 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, switching sides. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, squeezing that bum. 4, keep that core nice and tight as well. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, switching to our chest press, 20 of these. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Keep going, team. 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're halfway through now, going all the way up to 20 with these ones. 12, 13, just pushing them up over your body. 15, 16, stay with me now. 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, switching to our donkey kicks, final round of these, and then we will switch to our power skips. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, and 3, squeezing that bum at the top. 4, and 5, 6, 7, keep going, team. 8, 9, and 10. Switching legs. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, and 3. Keep going, team. 4, and 5. Stay with me now. 6, almost done. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, switching to our final chest press, 20 of these. Then our power skips. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Awesome job, team. 6, stay with me now. 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're halfway through. 11, and 12. Stay with me now, going all the way up to 20. 14, 15, 16. Stay with me now. 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, final minute. We are going to do our power skips. Let's get into position. Here we go, team. In 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, remember to modify these if you need to here, team. Also, when you do hop, little tip, bring your elbow and your knee up together. It feels very awkward if they don't go up at the same time. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. 30 seconds left. Almost there. And then we're almost done for the day. Awesome work today, team. Let me know how you did in the comments. 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, all right, team, that is it. We are finished. Thank you so much for joining me today. I always appreciate you being here. Now that we are finished, please remember to check in. You can do that just below the video player here. As well, if you feel comfortable with it, I would love to see your sweaty selfie on social media. You can tag me on both Facebook and Instagram at M12 Fitness Liz. All right? Thanks again so much, team, and I'll see you next time.